Classic car, painted bright, a young man's pride and joy. But a ruthless thug wanted it too, killed him for it. Tonight, that killer has a long drive ahead of him, 30 years in prison. Brett Bagansky is here with the story and emotion, too.
And good evening. For the victim's family, the emotional scars remain. Vincent Cort will always be 25 years old with his whole life ahead of him. But for the accused, the judge painted a different picture, calling him day one he encounters.
Arriving in shackles, Laquan Riley sits in Milwaukee County Court, waiting to hear his fate.
This defendant stole everything. He murdered and robbed from us. But he can't take our memories, our love, devotion, and admiration.
Teresa Cort speaks on behalf of her brother, Vincent Cort, who was shot and killed in the parking lot of Jack's liquor store back in June of 2010. The motive? The gunman wanted the car the victim was driving.
Vincent loved that bright orange Delta, but thank God Vincent had enough strength to drive off, and you never got my brother's car. You killed Vincent in vain.
Riley was found guilty of all 3 charges, including second-degree reckless homicide with a dangerous use of a weapon.
I'm sorry for your loss, but I asked the judge to take acknowledge that my innocence, I would like for to remain my innocence.
Showing little remorse, Riley pleaded for lenience to Judge David Borowski, saying his past run-ins with the law don't define him.
What you just said, Mr. Riley, is absolutely untrue.
Judge Borowski didn't buy it. He said given Riley's past criminal behavior, that includes robbery, armed robbery, auto theft, and unlawful possession of a firearm, he deserved a hefty prison sentence.
Your mother has raised a career criminal.
And added his family is partly to blame.
Where were Mr. Riley's parents? Where was specifically his mother? Where were his relatives? Either absent or AWOL or ineffective.
Riley is not eligible for early release and will be in his 60s when his prison and supervision have been completed. Live in the newsroom, Brett Bagansky, Fox 6 News.
Could you tell if the defendant's mother was in the courtroom when the judge was saying that about her?
There was some family in court earlier today, and as the sentence was being read, that's when the family started to exit quickly out of court today.
Okay. Thank you, Brett.
A small town girl comes to Milwaukee, only